Mountain Creek Waterpark is a famous water park in New Jersey. You may know it by its former name, Action Park. This place was infamous for pushing the boundaries, leading to some rather sketchy and possibly unsafe attractions. Mountain Creek Waterpark carries on the legacy of Action Park, but in a safe way. Many of the classic rides have been modified to comply with modern safety standards, while a few new attractions have been added to supplement the unique stuff. This truly is one of the best water parks for thrill seekers, and in this video, I will count down their top 10 attractions. 3 notes before starting the countdown. First, my lone visit took place in 2022. This meant the Rogue River body slide was standing but not operating, and the high anxiety funnel slide had actually burned to the ground. Second, this water park actually features a vegan mountain coaster. However, I was not able to get on the ride before it closed due to thunderstorms. Therefore, it will not be included on this list. I've heard it's towards the middle of the pack for this type of ride, so I hope to get on it in the future. Third, I did not experience Alpine Rush as it was intended. This is one of those tube slides with multi-sensory effects such as music, lighting, and screens. But these were not working properly for me during my ride. It was a pretty mild slide otherwise, but if all the effects were working, it may have grabbed one of the bottom spots on this list. Number 10. Vortex. This is a short tube slide. It starts with a gentle spiral before concluding with a big drop. No airtime, but it is fast and zippy. Number 9. Vertigo. Located right next door, this is a nearly identical slide. Just replace Vortex's spiral with an extra dip. The second drop is still the highlight though, and it rides similarly. It's quick and fun. Number 8. H2O No. This is a 10-story tall speed slide. You go straight down. The view at the top is stunning, you get fantastic speed, and it's smooth. You don't get airtime though, it's not steep enough for that. Number 7. Thunder Run. This is a unique slide built on a hillside. It feels like the hybrid of a river rapids ride and a traditional tube slide, which will be the theme for a few attractions at this park. This is not as extreme as the others higher up in this list, but it still beats most traditional tube slides. You have some bumps, plus fun turns. I particularly love the final few bends that pinball you side to side. Number 6. Zero G. This is a big trapdoor slide in the same complex as H2O No. The initial plunge is thrilling. You have the suspense of the floor falling out, then that drop is steep and gives a nice freefall. You then have 2 spirals. The first is not ideal though. It's a bit uncomfortable due to a lack of lubrication, but the second was swift and comfortable. Those helixes didn't have the force of some installations, but the added length helped compensate. Number 5. Surf Hill. This is a supersized mat racing slide. It's roughly 8 stories tall, and the park allows you to get a running start. With all that speed, you hydroplane the whole way down. You skim and twist as you navigate the quintuple dips. No airtime, but the speed feels downright insane for this type of slide. It feels out of control, and you have that added racing element as well to get your competitive juices flowing. Number 4. Bombs Away. This is an insane body slide. You know those water slides that end in the air and shoot you into the pool? Usually that drop off is just 4 to 5 feet. On Bombs Away, you have an 18-foot or 5.5 meter drop into the pool. It is surreal being blasted airborne at those heights. Then you gain even more speed as gravity pulls you downwards. Just watch out for the impact. It can be pretty brutal with all that force if you land wrong. Number 3. Canyon Cliff Jump. Take Bombs Away, but instead of riding a slide over the edge, you yourself have to jump over the ledge. Few attractions are more intimidating, and the park has it set up to be a spectacle. It's unnerving staring at the water 2 stories beneath you. The experience may be brief, but it's an absolute adrenaline rush. Number 2. Gauley. This takes Thunder Run, but ratchets the intensity way up. You have the same turbulent course with aspects of a river rapids ride, but you ride in single tubes this time. These spin throughout, so it feels totally out of control as you take elements sideways or backwards. Then you have some sizable drop-offs too. You will feel your tube momentarily go airborne between ride segments, and it is a scenic journey too between the hilly course, abundance of trees, and rock caverns. And coming in at number 1 is Colorado River. This raft slide is bonkers. It feels like a crazy whitewater rafting adventure crossed with a water slide. You have rapids that douse you. Then there are these abrupt dips popping you into the air. Then you have one wild turn after another. Some send you high up the wall. If you don't hold on, you will fall over. Others pinball you back and forth, with the best example being the zigzag sequence in the cave. And it's a super long experience too, lasting nearly 2.5 minutes. That's unprecedented for a water slide. No two rides will ever be the same on this attraction, which is what makes it so special. So those are the top 10 attractions at Mountain Creek Waterpark, aka the place formerly known as Action Park. What are your favorite attractions here, whether they be in the past or present? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.